Ohayo. Hajimemashite. Malik Torihane. Hello, 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 freaky darlings. How are we today? Hello. I apologize if you guys can hear stuff going on in the background. I mentioned earlier that not only do I have the sniffles, but there's outside construction going on right outside my office. Kazo, good morning. So I will be frequently muting my mic today, but we're gonna do some manga commission stuff today. Friday we'll be back on some single commissions and get some more of that particular part of the queue knocked out. But this is going to be our agenda for the day. And the whole sniffles thing is going to be a commonality for the remainder of the chilly months, because I get sniffles very, very frequently during this time of year. But yeah, that's going to be it for what we're going to be doing today. If you guys enjoy what I do, you can check out Ko-fi.com/Malik Torihane, support me there. You can check out my bonfire store. There's a link for my throne gift list in the description as well. In case you guys don't want merch, you don't want to donate or anything, you can find like gifts and stuff that get sent straight to me. And then, of course, as always, viewing and sharing the stream means a whole bunch too. Which, speaking of which, I finally crested over 1,000 public watch hours, which is a really good accomplishment. That means we're officially a quarter of the way till monetization. What food do you have today, Time Lord? But with all the shilling and stuff out of the way, thank you guys all for coming out. Grab yourself a drink, grab a snack, and let's get to work. Hello, Violetta. Dominoes. Man, I haven't had Dominoes in forever. Like I said, I will have to apologize because I will probably wind up frequently muting the mic and stuff today for multiple reasons. Wasn't going to let it stop me though, especially since we finally hit over 1,000 public watch hours. Which I'm very, very excited and happy about, and very, very much appreciative of. You don't have Little Caesar's pizza? we were talking about it in the Discord, and we agreed that yeah, little Caesar's pizza is basically cardboard, but it's delicious, greasy, edible cardboard. Dun dun dun. Also, the this week's pages of DBNA just dropped a little bit ago. Papa John's. I actually do like Papa John's a lot. I like pizza in general simply because a lot of times it's really hard to mess up pizza. When you do mess up pizza, you mess pizza up. Hello, Ryan. Papa John's is expensive, but Pizza Hut is worse. Yeah, Mondo's going through it a bit too. He got claimed by, not by Toei, but somebody tried claiming his Dragon Ball Sai videos. The whole system for like fighting that stuff is like the big issue, you know. In addition to it just being, you know, a whole process to trying to get your videos and stuff back. Hey, Toro! I'm not really afraid, especially since I'm mostly doing live streams right now. I'm very... It is something that gives me pause about doing like Dragon Ball like related content. I know a couple of Dragon Ball YouTubers who are essentially going on a boycott of Dragon Ball until Mark gets his stuff reinstated. They didn't delete them, they've blocked them. So they're still up on his channel, it's just nobody can watch them. I mean, yeah, they're like essentially deleted, but they're still there. but they blocked them from being viewed by anybody, and he's losing all ad revenue and all monetization from those particular videos as long as they remain blocked. And I think that's the biggest issue, is that they've made the copyright claim system easy to abuse for those making the copyright claims and hard to dispute for the creators that the platform is supposed to be intended for. Meanwhile, Stephen Colbert can show whole minutes of Resurrection F on his show, and his videos are still monetized. Which is another reason, you know, for me to dislike celebrity and the celebrity favoritism. Like, I've talked about it before, you know, I'm going through all of this process and trying hard to play within the rules and everything and get monetized. Meanwhile, Brie Larson has never even uploaded a video and instantly got monetized. Well, Ryan, if you were getting Young Gigi mangas off of Amazon, you weren't getting them from Young Gigi. You were getting them from people who were taking his work and falsely translating it without his permission and then reselling it. Because Gigi doesn't do any of his mangas in English. All of his stuff is in Japanese, and he only sells them in Japan. Hey, Art Dog, what's going on, man? Well, I think that's, you know, why, yeah, it sucks, but I think it's good that, like, you know, this kind of stuff happens to, like, Mark and guys like Team 4-Star, people who have enough of a voice and outreach to actually, like, make a difference when this kind of stuff happens. You know, if it's just me, you know, I'm not big enough for my voice to, you know, get anywhere. Yeah, a couple people are going to hear it. But if they take me down, you know, what kind of voice do I have to fight it? Guys like Team 4-Star and Mark are more prolific in the community, so when they get targeted, their voices have a lot more outreach and things can actually get done. So yeah, as much as it sucks, it's good that it happens to people like them, because then something can be done about it. That's good, Art Dog. Yeah, Ryan, Young Gigi doesn't make any of his manga available for sale in Japan. So if you're buying English translations of it off of Amazon, you're buying it from somebody who took the translated pages, put them in a book, and is trying to sell them for profit. None of it goes to Gigi. Hey, Demon King. The new pages for Dragon Ball New Age, they're only available on Tao of Dragon Ball. I don't upload Dragon Ball New Age pages to DeviantArt anymore. Yeah, if you want Young Gigi's manga, you got to order them basically directly from him, and you have to get only Japanese versions because he doesn't make them available in English. I even saw that, somebody that I'm friends with, Barkarot, the animator, who's actually worked and animated with Toei Animation before, even he was saying that it was BS that they were doing what they were doing to Mark. Well, that's the thing, Ryan. It's like I said, if you get the English versions, you're not getting them from Gigi, which means somebody is taking his work and profiting off of it. And that's why I will never own physical English copies of Gigi manga, because it's somebody profiting off of his work. None of it goes to him. I don't agree with that. It's piracy. It's fan piracy. Totally not Mark. He's a Dragon Ball YouTuber. Well, Mastar's been dealing with Toei Animation and them coming after his videos for years. That's one reason why he's been blacklisted by the anime industry, particularly from Toei Animation, because of his whole anime war thing. He has been confirmed to be blacklisted. Yeah, Mastar's been dealing with that for years. Well, that's why I said, like, I'm very hesitant and tentative to start doing stuff like that. Um, I want to make sure that it's safe for me to start doing that stuff before I start getting into it and having myself and my editors put all this effort into these videos just for them to be taken down. Have I been sleeping better? Heck no. My sleep schedule remains messed up. See, I'm stuck. I hate, you know, one reason I hate the winter is because it's always one of two extremes. One is I'm so cold that I wake up like I'm waking up today, where I'm like sniffling and sick and cold, or I crank my heat up so that I don't get that way, and then when I wake up I'm completely dried out and lethargic and I feel like I've been sleeping in a desert. But yeah, like last night, I slept all through the night and everything, but I somehow accidentally kicked off my blankets midway through the night. And because of that, I woke up and I was too cold, and now I've got sniffles. Dragon Ball has nothing to do with Disney. Disney owns the distribution rights for Dragon Ball movies. They don't own the movie rights for Dragon Ball. I mean, Kazo, I could have all the blankets in the world, but I toss and turn when I sleep. So I can, I can have all the blankets I want in the world, but if I kick them off because I'm tossing and turning, that doesn't really do a whole lot. As Mousy would say, I am very frequently a sleep dancer. I dance in my sleep. Rigger's name is a pun of the Rio Grande pepper. Riogor. Riaga. So, like, Rigger is pun of Rio Grande. Riga. It's like Rio Grande. Yeah, all of Rigger's family, the ones he's blood related to anyway, are all named after peppers. Yeah, Rigger's name is after Rio Grande pepper. His mother was just named Pepra, which is, of course, pepper. Then his one son is named after Serrano peppers. Another one is named after Tabasco peppers. His daughter is named after the Savina. And then his two twins, Rocco and Koto, are named after Ricotta peppers. The only one in his family that isn't named after a pepper is Sapari, because she's not like a blood relative of his. She is named after parsley. Passetti. Yeah, of course he does. He says he has kids. And if you read the old version of DBNA, you got to see him. It depends who you ask. Under technical things, peppers are considered a fruit, but so are tomatoes, and there are several Saiyans who are named after tomatoes. If Akira Toriyama can beat the rap, so can I. I don't know anybody who, when you ask them about a pepper, that they designate a pepper as a fruit. So while it is technically a fruit, most people colloquially identify them as a vegetable. Yeah, the whole Rigger's kids popping up happened after the fight. Well, that's nice to hear, Taiku. No, if I was getting an anime or whatever of Dragon Ball New Age made, uh, I would have them do it almost exactly as if it was being done, just like it was being done in the manga. So it's not going to be like with Vegito when he first shows up to fight Super Buu and he fights in his base form and crap like that. No, we're not doing that. I'm not padding it out with filler. Yeah, they would not start off with Super Saiyan or like in their base forms. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, especially if I'm like getting it made like by, you know, animators that I'm paying. I don't want to fluff it out and pad it out with things that don't need to happen. Like, with the exception of what's going on right now, Rigger isn't there to enjoy a battle. He's not there to pull punches. That's why he keeps telling Vegeta to give him his best shot. He's not there to drag out the fight, you know, before his judgment starts getting messed with. But he's not there to drag out the fight. He's there to get rid of Vegeta. All right, Violetta. I really appreciate you coming out. Thank you. When did I ever say rematch? Are you trying to shoehorn me into things that I don't want to be doing, Kazo? Yeah, I've already said that, like, Rigger, when he's I was talking about it with like people on Discord last night. Rigger, when he's in full Asura, is strong enough, like, because I had already written a story for it, where there was the Tournament of Power What If, where Rigger was added to the team, and Rigger, when he went full Asura, was able to give Jiren a run for his money. He still lost, but he was able to get Jiren to actually, like, kind of fight seriously. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah. This was a thing. And I have considered doing the full thing. I have also stated and basically confirmed that the characters in Dragon Ball New Age are scaled more closely to their counterparts in Super. Cutting off Rigger's tail doesn't even do anything. Cutting off Rigger's tail wouldn't prevent him from doing anything. He wouldn't be able to go Ozuru. That's about it. Yeah, this, you gotta keep in mind that Super Saiyan 4 and stuff in Dragon Ball New Age isn't, the tail is not a requirement. Rigger has just had his tail his entire life. If you look at Dragon Ball New Age, whenever Goku and Vegeta go Super Saiyan 4, their tail grows back. They don't have one in their base states. I believe the whole tails make Saiyan stronger thing. Well, no, Blue Mew, the whole control the Ozuru thing didn't, had no, what do you call it, impact on Goku obtaining the form in the first place either. The prerequisites for Super Saiyan 4 in Dragon Ball New Age is you have to be a pure-blooded Saiyan. You had to be flooded with brute radiation or Blutz wave radiation to an abnormal amount, not just a standard amount, and it had to be awakened with rage. The tail had nothing to do with it. The tail is just part of the transformation. So when Goku first uses the transformation, that's when he gets his tail back. And when he reverts out of the form, the tail goes away. Yeah, so Gohan, Trunks, and the rest of the half-blooded and quarter-blooded Saiyans can't go Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, you have to be pure-blooded. That's why when Vegeta, when Baby tried to go Super Saiyan 4, he turned into a giant... He didn't turn into a golden Ozuru, he turned into a giant silver one. which is what would happen if you had all the other prerequisites, but you weren't pure-blooded. You turn into a giant monkey. But he couldn't go Super Saiyan 4 at that point because he wasn't pure-blooded. He had Vegeta's pure blood, but he was infecting and mutating it, so he wasn't pure-blooded. So he couldn't do it. I said before, Taiku, that the characters in DBNA in the Definitive Edition, they scale closer to the characters in Super. Goku and Vegeta have had training with Whis in Dragon Ball New Age. They just never got to master godly energy. Yeah, there was no golden Ozaru. A baby was a giant silver Ozaru. I tried to treat Super Saiyan 4 more like an actual transformation and more keeping it more in line with the method of obtaining the past Super Saiyan forms rather than something completely different. Well, the thing is, Taiku, I have no basis on how Broly evolves. Broly is some sort of, like, weird mutant who, has, like, you know, a form of adaptation where he can adapt and become stronger as he fights. Rigor doesn't really do that. Rigor is able to scale his power to greater and greater abilities, and he gets stronger faster. So, like when he was a kid, for example, Rigor broke his arm and was in a healing pod. And under normal circumstances, a Saiyan might get, like, you know, stronger by, like, you know, if, like, their power level was 500 or whatever, we'll just say. They might get, like, they might become, like, a power level of, like, 10 or something after that. Or, like, or 550 or something after a broken arm. But Rigor went because of his unnatural genetic capabilities. Like, he was at 5,100 at that point. So his power level was 5,100 when he broke his arm. And the doctor was running the scanner on him a bunch of times. And his power level was already over 6,000, and he wasn't even out of the healing pod yet. So he was getting, like, his strength buffs are a lot greater. Yeah, Rigor has has more effective and efficient Zenkai boosts, and his Super Saiyan forms are already like maxed out to their maximum capabilities when he gets them. So like, whereas Goku, in order for like Goku and Vegeta to match the level of power that Rigger has in true Super Saiyan, Goku and Vegeta have to unlock Super Saiyan 2 and 3. They have to get to like, they have to unlock Super Saiyan 3 just to get to the same like level of multiplier or whatever that Rigger has right off the bat. Don Diego, thank you for the sub. That's how Rigger wound up getting so much stronger. You know, because when he was on planet Koreon, after he was exiled from planet Vegeta, you know, he was a gladiator, and they had him in gladiator pits day after day after day, fighting and fighting and fighting. And then when he would be injured, they'd plop him in a healing tank and have him right back out the next day. I can't say that. I can't have like any kind of opinion on that isn't biased, but I can't have one because I don't have any information. I don't have accurate information on Zykor. You know, Toyble or Toyotaro scales his Super Saiyan 5 differently than mine. If they were in the same series, I could probably make a better educated estimate, but I can't. So when it comes to Rigger versus Zykor, it's whoever the author wants to win. I can't go over that just yet. I can't go over how Rigger obtained Asura on stream, because it's something that will come up later. Rigger, when he was born, him and Vegeta had relatively similar power levels. Vegeta had a power level of like 530 something, and Rigger as a kid had a power level of 510. Well, Broly and Rigger do exist in this universe, so... I just said that they both exist in this universe. So you could take that for whatever face value or whatever you want. Yes, correct. Yeah, that was another. That's why Rigger was kind of like so no nonsense and not really like dragging out the fight as much when he was like in more control of his senses. Uh, Being in that Coliseum, like it kind of like beat his passion for battle out of him. He kind of fights because he has to, not because he likes to. That's something It basically took away his whole thing of being a Saiyan is that they normally they love to fight. Rigger doesn't like to fight anymore. He does it because he has to and he's good at it. But that love and that spark for battle that Saiyans have, Rigger doesn't have that anymore. Well, they kind of have to beat him, or otherwise the story can't really continue. But I can say that it's not going to be just like pure dumb luck like it was last time. Yeah, Rigger feels like absolute, like that whole spark for battle like Goku has, like when he starts fighting, then all of a sudden he's just like, you know, he gets really into it. Rigger doesn't have that anymore. His whole spark for battle has been like snuffed out. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I've been muting myself when I've been doing it, but man, I've been blowing my nose like crazy, and my nose is raw now. Like, when I originally wrote that ending for Rigger, I wanted it to be that way because, like, yeah, most of, like, the other times whenever they've beaten a villain, there has been some luck involved. But they still managed to beat them with their own power. They still managed to overpower the villain and stuff at the end. I wanted to, like, convey the sense that if it hadn't been for that one convenience, that they would have lost. But then as you start getting older and developing as a writer, and you realize that's something called a contrivance and a plot convenience, and it's something that you should kind of try to avoid. Oh yeah, Android 18 was Bay in Chapter 1, man. Yeah, there she is. I want to start like giving like do something like with 18, like every different time we see her where she has like a different hairstyle and stuff, since she's like kind of becoming like a celebrity. Well, from what I remember, I think they said that she does age, but she ages like much slower than everybody else does. Taiku, that has not been answered. As of right now in the story, as of what has been revealed, they are not. That's why during the whole course of the story, Rigger has never once brought up that Vegeta is his brother or anything like that. I mean, in the history of Rigger chapters, Pepra has made allusions that Rigger's father knows about him. She never brings up who Rigger's father is, though. It is alluded to in chapter 3, though. Yeah. Yeah, we did a lot more in the definitive edition to show that Rigger and Sapari care a lot for each other, rather than Sapari just kind of being there and being an exposition dump. Kazo, I don't know if you're still in the chat or anything, but if you are, again, if you see me doing anything on these things and you want me to change it, please just let me know. Oh yeah, him and Taro are going at it. Oh. Perfect timing. All right, good. blew my nose and got lightheaded there for a second. Oh, I'll be fine, Gazo. I'm just really congested, man. I told you, I woke up with, like, those sniffles and stuff because I kicked all the blankets off me in the middle of the night. And, it is, like, the other problem is that the temperature has been going up and down, up and down, up and down really, really badly. Like, I'm not talking, like, a 10-degree change here and there. I'm talking about, like, 20 and 30 degrees between day to day. Yesterday it was in the 50s. Today it's in the... Let me see. Yeah, yesterday it was in the 50s, the mid-50s. Today it's less than 30 degrees. So those sudden temperature changes are just wreaking havoc on me. Yeah, so it's like 28 degrees outside right now, and then according to the rest of my weather forecast, it's supposed to jump back up into the mid-50s for, you know, another couple of days. So it's just playing havoc with me right now. I don't like streaming when I'm all congested like this because I feel like I sound terrible. Whew. Holy moly. I just sneezed like 8 times in a row. Mastar just did a DBNA video? Really? Pardon me. Just give me a second, guys. I'm I'm having more things where I'm like there's a sneeze caught, and I desperately do not want to sneeze and be blowing my nose on mic. Oh, holy moly, yeah, he did. He put up a review of Chapter 8. Oh, that's cool. I think the worst part of having the sniffles and stuff like I do right now is not even like the whole sneezing and my voice and the congestion and stuff. All that kind of stuff I can handle. It's the constant blowing of my nose that is rubbing my nose raw to the point where my nose and my upper lip, it's painful because you're rubbing them dry constantly. Hi, Kelly. Yeah, definitely gonna have to check out Mastar's video after I get off stream. The music is actually just royalty-free smooth jazz that I found. I am in the process, actually, of talking with somebody for making some custom lounge music for the lounge, especially once my avatar and stuff is up and moving around. I want to be able to have, like, some of my own lounge music. Hmm. Oh, well, that's splendid. Ugh. It's always nice when you blow your nose and a little bit of blood is on your tissue. That's spectacular. Like I said, I think it's probably because I've rubbed my nose raw. All the tissues that I've been using. A little bit, yeah. AB, thank you for the sub. Yeah, it's not like the last time I had a nosebleed where I was like actually like leaking blood from like inside my nose. This was just a little bit. And like I said, I think it's because the underside of my it's because the underside of my nose is raw. Yeah, that's probably partly the reason why, Rainy, is because it's, my heater's running constantly because of how cold it's getting, so it's drying my apartment out. My office just is, I don't have a humidifier or anything. Yeah, Kazo, it's not like that one time when I tweeted out that, like, I was working and I had a really bad sneezing fit, and I sneezed so hard that I actually ruptured the inside of my nose and sneezed blood all over my tablet. Nothing like that. This was just like I had a little bit on my tissue when I wiped my nose. It's not fun, but it's not like that time. Actually, give me a second, Kazo. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put something. I'm gonna upload something, and then I will send. I will inform you guys of how to get to it. Alrighty. I'm back. No, I didn't die. I apologize. I am sorry. Let's see. I'm about to post this in chat. You can also find it in my link tree down in the description. There is a link. That's my throne wish list. It's a bunch of different things that you guys can anonymously buy for me if you are so inclined and you have the ability to. And instead of me having a P.O. box or a public mailing list, if you buy anything off that list, it gets mailed to me directly. So like I said, if you guys aren't interested in merch or something and you just want to do something for the holiday or whatever, you could check out that wish list, and anything that you get off of it will get mailed directly to me. So it's like a P.O. box without having a P.O. box, kind of. And I just added a humidifier to it, so if somebody would like to buy me a humidifier, you can get one from there. Hey, Toro, that's fine. I've said I don't ask you guys to donate. I'm not doing that. The most I ever ask from you guys that you do, like, with any kind of consistency or regularity, is just to come to the streams and tune in. Donating money or buying gifts or getting commissions and stuff like that, that is the stuff for the people who are financially stable and able. I will never tell anybody that they have to give me money. I'm not gonna do that. The option is there for people who are able and stable. This is a commission manga, Virtue. Also, if any of you guys do wind up getting anything off that list, as you get it, it will pop up as a notification and stuff on stream. I don't even know who DSP is. If they're a douchebag who, like, chastises their fans for not subbing or giving them money, then yes, I am not that person. Yes, he is. The problem right now with mirroring it, Kazo, is that it would totally disrupt this. You see how his left hand is up? If I flip it, it will look as though his right hand is up. And besides, like, if we're going from the top, so we're kind of going from here, following, and then it's going to lead right into this. So we follow his trail down, and then we can go right here. Instead of going from here, following his eye light down, and then coming from here and going down this way. No, the Gogeta from Dragon Ball New Age is more like the one from not Wrath of the Dragon, from the Janemba movie. He's the serious one. He's not Vegito. Whew. Yeah, when you're looking at the way, like, a panel flows, like, yeah, this is, like, coming up, so our eyes are being led up here, but we're led this way, you know, because we're seeing this big part of the image, and we're going naturally this way to his voice box. It would just be awkward to put this voice box, like, right here. Just because, like, yeah, we're gonna get the voice box right here, but then there's a big divide. Unless I reversed it and put him back over here and then, like, drew it from behind. It would look weird. So we're getting our image right here. So yeah, we do have to backtrack a little bit, but we're getting a focus. We're getting driven from here all the way over to here, and then the way we flow down into the panel, we see him breaking through and we go right down to Taro. So we're following his line of sight to him breaking through the rock to Taro. I'm sorry I keep stopping and stuff. I have to keep blowing my nose. I'm dripping everywhere. I'm sorry. I know that sounds gross, but... GT was never, like, canon. I personally, like, I consider only the original manga to be canon. Akira Toriyama has, like, voiced his approval of GT. He even said that he considers it to be a good and an appropriate side story for the Dragon Ball anime. Which is why, like, I laugh anytime I heard people say, oh, well, the whole reason he did Super was so that he could erase GT. And I'm like, no, it's not. Oh yes, because instead of my occasional muting and sniffling, you really want to hear like an oxygen Geiger counter sound going off constantly as a vacuum sucks out what's snot or whatever. I'm sure that would make for such entertaining stream content. I mean, it's weird, but I think GT is, like, more accepted now than Super is. And I've said it before, don't get me wrong, GT is not a very, very good story. It's not a good story, it's got a lot of flaws and everything. I just happen to think that it's better than Super. Yeah. He came back to the franchise after the people doing Dragon Ball Evolution told him to F off, basically. Yeah, Battle of Gods was his response to Evolution. Cuz they offered him like an executive producer role for the movie. But when he tried to give his input on it, they basically didn't listen to anything. Oh, holy moly. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah. There are people who really, really like Super, and they are free to. I am not one of them. But people are allowed to like what they want to like. Like what you like, just don't be a douche. Don't like something and tell people that they have to like it. Or call people names because they don't like it. Granted, there are some things that, like, when people tell me that they like them or that something is amazing and I find it Not just like subjectively bad, but objectively bad. Like when a show is just objectively bad, it's just horrid, and people are trying to say that how great it is, then I start to like question certain things. The parts of Super I do like, mostly the parts that not the parts that everybody else says that they love. Everybody else is like, oh, the Tournament of Power and this and this and this and this, you know, all your stereotypical like fight monkey stuff. My favorite arc in Dragon Ball Super is the 9 Weeks of Peace. The stuff right before the Tournament of Power, basically the filler arcs, where we had all the slice of lifey stuff and the stuff with Great Saiyaman and Hercule, you know, Mr. Satan pretending to be a Super Saiyan and stuff and lying, you know. That little gap of time and like the stuff with Dr. Slump. I like all those little episodes. I loved episode 2, an episode everybody says they hate, because I finally got to see Vegeta interact with his family instead of, you know, just constantly being in Capsule Corp and being a friggin' hermit and only going in and out of the training room. I finally got to see him out and about and doing things. Everybody else is like, oh, the U6 tournament and Goku going Kaioken blue and yeah, I don't care about any of that. I love Piccolo being a dorky uncle and like accidentally finding out that he closed his eyes during Gohan's wedding photo. I love him acting so tsundere, like he doesn't care about Pan, but he knows everything about how to keep her from crying. Him being a good uncle. Those are the things that I like about Super. I like the stuff that feels like Dragon Ball, not the stuff that everybody has the stereotype of being Dragon Ball. Yeah, Kazo. People slander episode 2. They're like, oh, it's so dumb. Vegeta's so out of character. I have legitimately heard those complaints about episode 2, and like that's one of those instances where I'm like, you people are freaking insane. Like, I've seen some things within the fandom that make me question, like, what people think Dragon Ball actually is. Like, at an LGS that we had out here, like, these guys would wear, like, those edgy Vegeta shirts that you might see, the edgy Dragon Ball shirts that you might see advertised on Facebook that have, like, that are not affiliated with the official series at all. They're, like, basically, like, bootleg shirts. And they've got like these shirts that have Vegeta saying all these like super duper edgy quotes. And I would be talking to the guys in the LGS, and they're like, "Oh man, when Vegeta said this," and I'm like, "Said what?" And like he points to the quote on his shirt, and I'm like, "Dude, Vegeta never said that." And I'm like, yeah, I see stuff like that, and I'm like, have you guys ever even watched this series? It's kind of like how I feel about JoJo. Like, yeah, I know there's some people who are like legit fans of JoJo who've seen every episode and they can recite, you know, line for line everything. But like a lot of like casual JoJo fans, I feel like the only reason they're even fans of JoJo is because of the stands and the memes. That's it. Those guys wearing the edgy Vegeta shirts were trying to argue with me that uh even though they explicitly said that Jiren was the strongest mortal in all the universes, that he wasn't. Oh, they were talking about Broly. And I'm like, you people are dumb. That's why I can't like go on like Dragon Ball like Facebook pages anymore, because that's the caliber of argument that you see like every day. Ugh, holy crud. My nose, I'm telling you. After I get off this stream, I'm gonna order like a whole quart of chicken soup. That is another thing, yeah, Kazo, that I will definitely agree with. That there are a number of Dragon Ball fans who, like, I mean, I think that's that way for fandoms in general. Like, fandoms that, you know, series and stuff that people are fans of that have been on the shelf for so long. They develop these headcanons about it, and the headcanon becomes so ingrained, and the memes for it become so ingrained that they can't see it any other way. Jeez. I almost didn't make it to the mic in time. That was going to be loud. I was about to blow everybody's eardrums out with that sneeze. Whew. Man, these sniffles have got me feeling rough, y'all. Ugh. Let's see. This one maybe? Yeah, this one should do it. I don't want to overdo it, but I mean, at the same time, I have work I got to get done, and sometimes you just got to suffer through it. I am going to take a really quick break so that I can use the restroom and get something to drink. So I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. Got me a small little snack. I grabbed a couple pepperonis. I got a water. I am I'm covered with an extra blanket. Hopefully that will help a little bit. Derek Padula is the author of the Tao of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball culture. He's the scholar of Dragon Ball and a good friend. He and I have done conventions and stuff together in the past, and we've often said that, like, because we would be selling our books at the same time. I would have Dragon Ball New Age on one side, he'd have Dragon Ball Culture on one. So, like, our thing was that, like, I would provide all the fighting and the screaming that everybody expects from Dragon Ball, while Derek could give you a book that would provide you an explanation for all the fighting and the screaming. Where did I put it? Ah, there it is. Yeah, Derek is the guy who owns the Tao of Dragon Ball web domain. That's not my page. He actually came to help. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze again. Oh, excuse me. But no, he actually came to me after Viz got the original version of Dragon Ball New Age taken down from DeviantArt and offered to host it there. Oh, man. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, Time Lord. When it got taken down, it was all taken down by they called themselves what was it? I can't even remember what it was, but the company that they were doing it, the company that did it said that it was on behalf of Viz Media. That's what it was. Remove Your Media, LLC, on behalf of Viz Media. They spent like 3 hours going through and copyright claiming every single page of Dragon Ball New Age. And then when I tried to re-upload them at a later date, within another day, that they were already flagged again. And then it was shortly after that, the people who run the Dragon Ball fandom wikia took it upon themselves to remove every single page about Dragon Ball New Age from there. Which is why when all that stuff went down, I was so disheartened and I had considered quitting Dragon Ball New Age. Because all the hard work that I had just put into the series for years, kind of just went up in flames. Yeah, Remove Your Media, LLC. And it said, on behalf of Viz Media. Yeah, I mean, who really knows? There was a lot of like coincidental timing that was going on at that point too. So, uh, I don't know. Like I said, I have no explanation for it. I just know that when I tried to re-upload it, I wasn't able to. No, the nuking happened shortly after the Moro arc started, and people started making comparisons between the Moro arc and the Elajan arc, including somebody who made like an entire collage of things that just seemed a little too coincidental for them. And within a couple of days after that, my page disappeared. My pages disappeared. So I think somebody was like kind of well-intentioned and trying to support me, and in so doing, they kind of like accidentally like pointed people in my direction. DBNA's in a bunch of different languages. And I think that's one of the things that like got me is like none of the fanlations or anything on DA got claimed. None of the translations and stuff on YouTube, none of the videos on YouTube got claimed. It was just on DeviantArt. my goodness. I can't believe I did that on this part. There we go. All right. None of those got taken down either. Literally, like I asked other people, literally only my page got hit. The Black Dragon Balls, the ones that were made by King Piccolo, the ones from Chapter 0, yeah. In fact, we decided, me and my scripting staff, we decided that instead of doing like a whole like Chapter 0, like a prequel chapter, that we would use some of the time in order to like provide some levity in between the Elijah and the Rigger arc, and we would do like a Chapter 0 style like recap during that portion to inform everybody how like Goku and Vegeta or Goku and Piccolo got brought back and stuff. So like we're doing like Chapter 0, but it'll be like an actual chapter of the story instead of some like standalone prequel chapter. Whew, sorry about that. My apologies. Hey, Virtue, welcome back. I am sorry, everybody. It is not my intention to cough and or sneeze in your ear. whenever I feel like getting done with this, I'm gonna get some chicken soup and run out and get some more cold medicine. Regardless, I do appreciate everybody who's come out so far to hang out, keep me company and stuff. It really, I say it all the time, I know, and I bet it's getting cliche and annoying at this point, but it really does mean a lot. What's my current queue length? Let me double check really quick. So I managed to knock off 5 the other day. Oh, Kazo, thank you. Kazo got me a yay! I'm getting a dehumidifier for Christmas. Yay! Let me see. But yeah, I done like I did the 5 and then I got a couple more. So I have 1 not safe for work commission. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Current queue is at 8 besides that. Thank you so much, Kazo. That really means a lot. Like, that kind of makes me emotional. Thank you so much, Kazo. Time Lord, you are actually number 5 on the queue. Damn it, Castle, you're gonna make me cry. Stop. Ooh, holy crap. Ugh. I just had another sneezing fit. Ugh. Eram, I actually believe that you're dead last. I think you were the last one to post the commissions. Ugh. Guys, sadly, I think I'm just gonna have to kind of call it for tonight. I just had like 2 really bad sneezing fits in a row, and I'm literally like leaking everywhere. I need to go and get. Excuse me. I need to go and get some cold medicine and try to take care of this. I am so sorry. But yeah, I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna call it for tonight so that I could try to take care of these sniffles. It's really like bothering me. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I know we're cutting it off a little early tonight, but my eyes are itchy. I almost feel like I'm having like a really bad allergy attack, and I don't even know to what. But I'm gonna go and get some soup and some cold medicine and stuff, and try to knock this thing out. Tomorrow is my off day, and then I'll be back on Friday. Friday, maybe we'll finish up the rest of this page and then do some other single commissions. But that's going to be it. Thank you guys again so much for coming out. Kazo, thank you so much for getting that humidifier. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But that's going to be it for tonight. I'll see you guys again on Friday. I am Malik Torihane. This has been the TEMPTacle Lounge. I will see all my freaky darlings again next time.